Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
In your own Bye Guys, it's all about being sensitive, having fun, and just really being yourself.
It's the Bye Guys, nigga. The Bye Guys, nigga. Keep the Bye Guys, nigga. The Bye Guys, nigga. The Bye Guys, nigga. The Bye Guys, nigga. Keep the Bye Guys, nigga. The Bye Guys, nigga. The Bye Guys, nigga. Keep the Bye Guys, nigga. The Bye Guys, nigga.
Bye Guys with Zac and Ian. It'll get your dick sucked.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Bye Guys. Zac Amico here without Ian. Not Ian's fault. I actually wanted to take off the day we usually pre-record, and we have the festival coming up next week. So I thought we would sneak one in because I was hanging out at the studio today with my very good friend, incredibly funny comic, and host of the Chakra Poppers podcast, Sidney Gantt.
What's up? Thank you for having me, man.
How you doing, brother?
Awesome, man. I'm glad to be hanging out with you right now.
Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Sydney drove 3 hours in today to do a half an hour of podcasting. Usually we would be recording Real Ass Podcast at this time, but Lewis had some scheduling issues. So I came here at 8:50 this morning and said, wake me up when Lewis is here for our 9 o'clock podcast. Jorge, when did you wake me up, buddy?
9:37.
Thank you. I fully went back to sleep for another 40 minutes.
Yeah, it burns me up that I was later than that Puerto Rican. It's so annoying.
You came from so far away. He also does come from very far away now.
Yeah.
That's quite a ride. So we were just talking, 3-hour trip here, and I've expressed this sentiment before.
Mm-hmm.
The Gatorade wide mouth, do you think it is designed to put your dick in on road trips?
For sure.
Like, there's no reason Gatorade needs the wide mouth. Like, no other... What else comes like that? Like some orange juices, apple juices. There's no reason Gatorade comes in that bottle. Other than that, if you're on a long road trip, you're going to get a Gatorade at 7-Eleven or at the gas station.
Yeah.
Even if you don't really like Gatorade, because you have a receptacle in the car, you can pop your dick in to take a aim-free piss.
Yeah, because, it is a sports drink, so it should have one of those, like, squirt nozzles.
Which they do make those, in the classic flavor, the classic yellow, red, orange Gatorades.
Yeah. But I think the brothers were having problems pissing in those Gatorade bottles.
Yes. Yeah.
They needed to widen that mouth a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And the amount of Gatorades I've pissed in, astronomical. Now, question. I feel feeling very different childhoods. In your home, what was considered medicine that wasn't medicine? Because in my home, the white Gatorade was called medicine.
Yeah. The lemon Gatorade and ginger ale.
Okay, ginger ale was a big one.
Yeah, ginger ale was like
ours was like it was like a lemony, but it was like white.
Yeah.
Gatorade, not the yellow Gatorade.
No, the I think it's like cloudy.
Yes.
Yeah, the cloudy Gatorade.
The cloudy Gatorade, because I remember once we had it in the fridge, and I had a glass of it while my mom was at work, and she came home and screamed at me for, quote unquote, drinking up all the medicine.
You overdosed.
Yeah, I overdosed on Gatorade. And then, Zachary, what if I get sick now? And then I want to say, if my memory is correct, then the psychosomatic sickness symptoms started.
Yeah.
Because the medicine was gone. But yeah, white Gatorade was medicine. Ginger ale, I think maybe. My wife told me when she was a kid it was flat Coke.
Ooh, flat Coke. That's what no bullshit. That's what people in my family put in baby bottles.
Okay.
It would be, even if it wasn't flat, it would be watered down. But hopefully, you were being able to, give your kid the benefit of a non-watered down flat Coke.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was flat because the bubbles would give a kid too much gas?
I think it was like in the mind of people who had children as teenagers.
Yeah.
I think it was like less unhealthy.
The carbonation was the problem.
Yeah, the carbonation is what
The
carries
air was the
diabetes.
the air was the issue.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that was like specifically medicinal when it was just a regular product. I think we did ginger ale sometime. Oh, I know. Saltines.
Oh, yes. Saltines and chicken soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saltines was big when anybody was sick.
Yeah.
Saltines toast, dry toast.
Dry white toast.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Dry white toast and ginger ale if your tummy has a problem.
To this day, if I have a cold, my family will call me and go, "Have you had chicken soup?" And like I'm 36. I think I figured out soup is what you eat when you're sick.
Yeah.
By the way, all I ever want when I'm sick, Chinese food. For some reason, I connect Chinese food with getting over like a flu.
Yeah, well, because Chinese food you never feel like it touches your stomach.
Yeah.
So it doesn't.
It goes from food to shit without ever hitting your body.
Immediately. It's my favorite part. It's just Chinese food is just flavor.
Yeah.
It's like literally no substance at all. Like I don't know how they do it. But
do they have Tex-Mex like the Chinese Mexican places in Philly?
There used to be more, but yeah.
I had that last night. I did dumplings and a black bean burrito.
Oh, sounds so sick.
It was pretty great.
Dumplings might be the best food out there.
Good Chinese food dumplings might be top tier.
Yeah.
Takeout.
I like to like hold 2 dumplings in my hand and like kind of shake like dice and like pop. Yeah.
They're the absolute. Now, what do you do the sauce that comes with the dumplings?
Yeah, so I'm a big I like the natural than the sauce. So I always like I'll eat 1 dumpling plain and then I'll start saucing.
I do take a bite out of the dumpling, so it's half exposed meat, then dip it so that it is now a little bowl of the sauce.
Yeah, I'm a submerger. I'll submerge every now and
But
again.
also, I will say, big on hot sauce or the hot mustard on dumplings.
I've never had hot mustard on dumplings. I'm doing it tonight.
I fucks with it hard. Yeah. I actually like Chinese food hot mustard so much that I've ordered it on Amazon because they don't give me enough.
Yeah.
And I love hot mustard.
Dude, Chinese food hot mustard is the shit.
I would say Chinese food hot mustard, one of the most underrated condiments.
Yeah.
Behind, controversial choice, Arby's horsey sauce. Love, and I would put them in a similar category because of the horseradish flavor.
You like to eat and open up your sinuses at the same time.
Yeah, love wasabi, love that shit.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I'm probably not telling you anything new, but the Chinese food hot mustard with chicken nuggets from McDonald's.
Yes.
The best. Mm-hmm. It like takes chicken nuggets up like to a whole nother level.
Yeah, big move, yeah.
Yeah, it's like fine dining. It's the best.
Yeah, I'm a big hot sauce guy in general, but yeah, hot mustard fucking really fucking tickles my pickle.
Yeah. You got to get that pickle tickled.
Yeah, baby.
You got it.
What is your go-to Chinese order?
Dude, honestly, so I always get dumplings.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Yeah, but I'm not. It's General Tso's. Like I wish it was something different. I wish like every time I order Chinese food and I look at everything else and I'm like, I wish that I had it in me to go off script.
I started doing that recently, and it's pretty rewarding sometimes. Sometimes you get burned.
I was burned once.
Okay, what was it?
So my mom was always an egg foo young person, and
She had you egg foo young, right?
she did. She had me. She had me at she had my sister at 15.
Okay.
And then she had me at a normal age.
Okay.
20, 21, egg foo 21.
Yeah.
And but yeah, so I got egg foo young from a place one time, and it made me sick, and it was just like I'm never doing that again.
I'll fuck around. So Mrs. Amico's order is always chicken and broccoli, which is a good standby. Get a big one, we'll split it a lot.
Yeah, it's a lady order.
I like either shrimp lo mein or shrimp fried rice, or learn this from Patrice, house special.
Okay.
Which is all the meats.
Yeah.
Big on fried rice. So you either do a fried rice or a lo mein. And then I've been going off script, and I'll do like the pork and mushroom. Or just something. I'll just do a new one every once in a while. Usually always pretty good.
Yeah.
Pork pretty dependable from Chinese food.
Almost exclusive. But here's the other thing. So I'll also sometimes, if I don't get General Tso's and it's not much different, I get the Mongolian chicken.
Okay.
which is basically like a sweeter version of General Tso's.
Yeah.
So
Is it similar to orange chicken? I don't like orange chicken.
No, orange chicken is like
orange chicken is too sweet.
Yeah.
Orange chicken, I feel like, and I don't mean to be racist, it feels like this guy in the back pouring Tang on my chicken.
Oh, it's chicken. It's chicken Tang. It's Tang chicken for sure.
I do not care for it. It's too.
Nah.
I want that flavor later, like in an ice pop.
Yes.
I do not want my meal to be orangey like that.
Yeah, it's like a creamsicle.
Yes, that's 100%.
Yeah.
I was looking at do you I don't know, how old are you?
43.
Do you remember? I was looking at memes the other day of like food that's like gonna like bring up your childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the Disney ice pops? They were like orange, red, and purple, and it was, I think, Mickey, Goofy, and Daffy.
Like the push pop?
No, they were shaped like them.
Yes. Yeah, like their heads.
No, not like the ice cream truck ones. They're
Okay.
full bodies.
No, I don't remember that.
Fuck,
Yeah.
I've shown it to 5 different people, and no one remember. And I remember them vividly. I actually sent it to my family to be like, we used to eat these, right? Because those.
Yeah.
Mickey's Parade. Yes.
That must have been out of market for me.
They were so fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
Those I remember having a big one on me. And then, you remember, did you ever get screwballs? And it would be like a cone, like a paper cone with like an Italian ice and a gumball at the bottom.
Yes. Those were good.
I fucked with those hard too.
Hard ass gumball that you could barely bite into. Yeah, that was sick. It was like a jawbreaker.
You know what I had the other day because I'm a child? I had a SpongeBob ice pop, like an ice cream on a stick shaped like SpongeBob.
Yeah.
From the ice cream truck. And I got to tell you, they don't hold up.
No?
The character pops, they are not a good texture and consistency.
Yeah, because they don't have to be. They're branding.
Yeah.
The kids aren't buying them because of their fucking palate.
Yeah, they were not. Because I remember being a big Ninja Turtle kid.
Yeah.
And I remember those being a big order. I think maybe Sonic, too.
Like ice
The
cream?
Hedgehog.
Sonic ice pops?
Sonic the Hedgehog shaped ice creams.
No, I don't remember those either.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will tell you what is pretty reliable anytime they come out with a cereal, like a branded cereal.
Mm-hmm.
Those are always top notch. Like cereal almost never doesn't knock it out of the park.
Yeah, I take that.
Yeah.
All right. Cereal tier list. I go, for me, low tier, do not care for Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, listen, before they get soggy, Fruity Pebbles are the bee's knees.
Yeah.
Like I fuck. Here's what I like about Fruity Pebbles. Before they get soggy, taking like a giant spoonful like that you shouldn't even be able to close your mouth with, and just munching on that. Like that's my Fruity Pebble. Right?
I like a Captain Crunch. I like all the Halloween cereals, of course.
Yeah.
And I will go Cookie Crisp.
Again, Cookie Crisp gets soggy and just ruins my day.
That's fair.
Yeah. So it's like the cereals that you're mentioning, like I have to eat them so fast.
Do you remember Waffle Crisp?
Yeah.
Waffle Crisp and French Toast Crisp.
Yeah.
Were solid.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you ever have the churro?
No, I've seen it though.
Dude, Cinnamon Toast Crunch has a churro version of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's so fucking good.
That does sound very, very good.
Crazy.
Do you fuck with the cinnamon twist from Taco Bell?
I will.
I recently they have a very close version now at 7-Eleven in bags.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what the churro Cinnamon Toast Crunch tastes like.
Yeah.
And it's like, except it like dissolves more.
Okay,
You know
I
what
gotcha.
mean?
Listen, guys, this is a sponsor near and dear to my heart. Because why? Because my asshole is a nightmare. And that's why we have our new friends at Tushy. Listen, you guys know how bidets work. They spray water up and around your asshole. Let me keep this really simple. If you got shit on your hand or your arm, would you feel clean if you just wiped it off with a piece of toilet paper? No, you would want to get in there with water. And with over 100,000 5-star reviews, see why millions of people are changing the way they poop with our good friends at Tushy with a 30-day risk-free guarantee and a 12-month warranty. Stop wiping and start washing your butt. Go to hellotushy.com today /guys and use our promo code guys for 10% off your first order. I have a tushy set up at the house and it has changed my life. Sometimes I'm not even shitting. I just want to spray water up my ass to feel a little better. As an older man, sometimes I'm walking around. I got a little swamp ass going on. You know what? Hello Tushy. So one more time, guys, that's Hello Tushy. HELLOTUSHY.com /guys, GUIS, for 10% off today. Your asshole, thank you. And so will whoever's eating it. Tushy. All right, let's change gears. I got some news stories that we can bring up. I did my own news this week, guys. I feel like a real man. Okay. Okay, I like this one. So we were talking about wrestling earlier. Your kid's getting into wrestling.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of exoticos?
No.
Okay, so we'll learn a little thing on the show today.
Hell yeah.
This is, we'll go with the theme of the show. We talk about some gay stuff. Exoticos are a type of Mexican wrestler.
Okay.
So you're familiar, of course, with bad guys, good guys, faces and heels, right?
Yeah.
Good guys are faces, bad guys are heels. Now in Mexico, they also have something called. They have a lot of little people still, which is the minis.
Okay.
But they also have exoticos. Exoticos are essentially drag queens. But they're they're badass, high-flying, hard-hitting gay dudes in makeup and dresses and boas and sequins who then can fucking fight.
Yeah.
So before we get into the story, do you want to bring up exoticos real quick, Jorge? It's an entire genre basically of it's a type of luchador.
Yeah.
More or less. And one of the most famous ones is Cassandro. And Cassandro's been at it forever. Cassandro's from yesteryear, and I believe he still wrestles.
Yeah.
I remember he broke his leg on a show a few years ago, WrestleMania weekend.
Damn.
But Bad Bunny. So yes, is that Cassandro? Yes. You can put the volume on.
Dude, he looks like the owner of a nail salon.
Right? But so this is an entire, and they'll basically Gold Dust was an exotico.
Okay.
So they'll do gay shit to the other dude. They'll kiss him. They'll grope him. They get in your head with their gay shit.
Yeah.
And it kind of rules.
That's pretty sick.
But yeah, so that's Cassandra.
Their finishing move is a 69.
Yeah, it's all hilarious shit like that. So Bad Bunny apparently is playing Cassandro for an Amazon Prime movie. And if you want to bring up the article, Jorge, and tell us a little about it.
Well, I don't like that women are taking jobs away from men.
No, Bad Bunny's a dude.
Bad Bunny's a dude?
Yeah.
I always thought Bad Bunny was a chick.
No, Bad Bunny wrestled at WrestleMania.
Oh, wait, I thought Bad Bunny was a rapper.
Yeah, he's a Puerto Rican rapper, I think.
Yes, so that's one of the reasons why people are upset. So, there we go. So, yeah, they just filmed it, and they released the trailer, which features a scene of him.
Let's watch the trailer.
Well, I have the clip of him kissing.
Oh, great, yeah.
Is Bad Bunny a gay man? An open gay man?
I don't believe
so. No, so right now he was dating Kylie Jenner.
Okay.
Or Kendall Jenner. But he's floated around that whole mainstream big pop person dating scene.
Here's my naive. You ever hear words and you're like, oh, I know what that is. Mm-hmm. Dude, I thought Bad Bunny was a hot white chick. That was that's a Bad Bunny right there.
Nope, Bad Bunny is a Puerto Rican gentleman. Had he not done shit with WWE, I would not have any idea who he is. But is he Puerto Rican or is he Cuban?
Puerto Rican.
Cool. And let's see the smooch.
Well, which one is the bunny?
On the left.
Okay.
In the red hat.
No puedo. Está bien, no te preocupes, está bien. No te hundes. Está todo bien. Perdóname.
Yeah, don't freak out. It's okay. I'm sorry.
Nos vemos, mi rey.
All right, there you go. So what is the controversy? Is I assume the controversy was that he had a gay kiss, but is it also because he's a Puerto Rican playing this very influential Mexican figure?
Yeah, like a little bit of that, and then just the whole like basic homophobia, and people like you have the one part of people who are like, yes, go off, king, and like be yourself, embrace femininity and all that, and then you have the regular people who are like, yeah, no, dude, what are you doing here?
So, question. You know how like there's kind of like this movement now where actors want represent like they want people in wheelchairs to play people in wheelchairs, retarded people to be retarded. And you definitely can't fucking play another race.
Yeah.
Is that going to happen with gay people, where gay people should get gay parts?
I mean, yes, but also at the same time.
Isn't that the greatest kind of acting, is pretending you're in love with someone you're not even attracted
exactly?
to?
That's exactly
AKA marriage.
Yeah. Are we pretending or not? Are we acting or not?
That's the thing. I never got it because it's like, shouldn't we use our best pretenders? It's not acting if you're the thing.
For sure. Listen, next time they have a Malcolm X biopic, it should be Peter Dinklage playing him.
I'm fine with that.
Dude, he would
Malcolm extra small.
Yeah.
I had to take off. Patrice used to do a Malcolm XXXL joke.
Yeah, Malcolm XS.
Yeah. So he's going to play Cassandro, and I think it's super cool. And it's something I wish more people knew about. Because the fact that, like, it's huge there, and no one gives a shit. That it's just, they celebrate this very gay thing. But I feel like Hispanic culture not necessarily is more tolerant, but I feel like in their entertainment, they've always kind of had older, queenie kind of dudes. Because I don't know if you ever saw, I can't remember the name of the documentary. There was a psychic that Spanish people used to watch in the morning who was like a flaming gay dude with 1 million rings and jewelry. And he was like a staple of like every old Spanish lady's TV in the morning.
Yeah, dude.
Who am I thinking of, Jorge?
I don't remember the name. I can look it up.
Yeah,
but yeah. So,
old gay Spanish psychic.
But yeah, growing up, a lot of Hispanic culture, like a lot of our TV is very flamboyant and exaggerated, which is part of the reason why like I feel like we go along with jokes better than other people, like being like any sort of racism or whatever, because our whole thing is like being over exaggerated, whether it's like really gay or really dumb, like
or a bumblebee.
Yeah, it's just over excessive, like whether it be funny or dramatic, it's just always really exaggerated.
Well, I always noticed in the hood, right? Like when there's like a man that's dressing as a woman, like if it's a black guy walking around, straight dudes will like mock him, make fun of him, with like obviously making fun of them. But with the Hispanics, when they're making fun of their, what back then they were cross-dressers, when they're making fun of their cross-dressers, they kind of catcall them. So it's like they're not really, they like participate in it a little bit. You know what I mean?
There's a game to it where like we know.
Yeah.
But we're also gonna like play along to a point of being that's the bit.
Yeah.
Yes, can you give me their name, please?
Walter Mercado.
Thank you. And yeah, there's a whole documentary about them, like kind of finally getting recognized in a museum and like their contribution to Hispanic culture. But like, I just think it's really cool. And I Bad Bunny, by the way, killed it when he wrestled.
Yeah,
he wrestled Damian Priest at Mania.
Okay,
I think, and it was fucking awesome. Whoever they have training him and the Paul brother that wrestles, and like the celebrities. I think it's Shawn Michaels does a lot of it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. The way they put the matches together to kind of cater to them are fucking excellent.
I gotta see this.
Yeah, it's really, really fun.
Yeah, every time I hear that one of those celebrities is going into wrestling, in my mind it's like they probably fucking suck.
They train the shit out. I mean, is it Logan? Logan Paul's the one that wrestles, right?
Logan Paul.
He's fucking. Listen, I don't think he could do it every night.
Yeah.
Because he obviously is like fucked up at the end of him.
Yeah.
But his athleticism is off the charts.
Yeah, and he's a big dude too.
He's a big, tall guy. Yeah. And he can move. He does moves that some of the big guys do better than them. Like he does. There's a thing Hangman Page and AEW, and CM Punk has botched it every time he tried to do it. That's like a flipping lariat.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is Bad Bunny.
Yeah, Bad Bunny.
And he was fucking phenomenal. And like they book it right where there's like interference and like it's not like a celebrity just came and was better at wrestling.
Yeah.
Like they book it in a way where like it's like gang warfare. And it makes sense. It's really fucking fun. Yeah. And that was just good. And I like his music. The only reason I know his music is because it's the loading screen music on the games. Well, so they'll play Bad Bunny music and I'll be like, why the fuck do I know that? It's the same reason I know like every bad like new metal song.
Yeah.
That I don't even know the bands, but I know every word because it's the loading screen music and all I play is the wrestling game.
Yeah.
All I play is wrestling, Vampire Survivors, and now I have Texas Chainsaw that I play all the time.
Man, I wish I played something cool. I love Mario Party.
Me and my wife play Mario Party every week.
Dude, that's our family game, man. We don't even play the board anymore. We just play the mini games, and we just keep going through all the mini games.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Me and my wife will form an alliance when we're losing.
Yeah.
And I love turning on her.
Okay.
I love just taking the rug out from under her.
That's why we had to stop playing the board. It was tearing our family apart.
Oh, dude, when you get the opportunity in Mario Party to steal a star, the accomplishment that you feel has been ripped away from you.
Yeah.
With someone you care about. I get mad when the computer does it. But if my chick takes a star from me, it is like the night is over.
Dude, the way we do it in our house, it ends up being more brutal because when I have the opportunity to steal a star, for example, the rest of my family has to now campaign for why I'm not taking it from them. And, you know, they good arguments, but somebody has to lose. And that's rough. That's rough when you're begging your dad to not steal your star. You know what I mean? It's like, just take it from mom. It's not going to affect her as much as it's going to affect us. And it's like, I'm trying to get pussy later. I'm not taking my woman's star. So,
man, it's fun. Mario Party is perfect. I wish the new one had more boards. I think it only has 4 levels. But other than that, it's fucking so goddamn good.
Wait, there's how recent is the new one? I don't know if we're playing the new one.
Like the last couple of years.
Yeah, we're playing that one.
All Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the whatchamacallit. It's the birthday cake, the island, the graveyard, and the space one.
Yeah. It does not have a lot of. You're right.
It's a little repetitive, but it's a fucking great party. And then
what's your board?
I like the graveyard one. And because the one that's the fruit island drives me nuts because that's the one where the star changes sides when you hit the thing.
Yeah.
And I'll be so close to it and somebody lands on that thing and it's on the other side of the board now and I'm mad every time.
The reason why I like that one is because I feel like it levels the playing field.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like everybody now has a shot at all times.
Okay.
No matter how far back you are. You know what I mean? That star could just pop up on the next space right in front of you without you doing anything.
Yeah.
So that's my shit.
Yeah, okay. I'll fuck with that.
I'm lucky.
Yeah.
So, like, I like anything that revolves around, you know, like, retarded luck. Like, dude, I fucking kill.
Do you turn off bonus stars?
No.
Bonus stars are a motherfucker. No. Dude, bonus stars at the end make me so... Because you never know what it's going to be for.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like, bonus star for... person who landed on the most red spaces. Yeah. And you're like, that is not a talent. You don't deserve a bonus for that.
Yeah.
Why are you getting stars?
Like, bonus star for the person who collected the least amount of coins. It's like, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that makes me mad.
Or here's the my favorite one is the bonus star for the person that like didn't get around the board.
Oh,
you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, that's me.
My least favorite thing in Mario Party is the one game where I don't like anything where you have to use the little L and the R.
Yeah.
And there's the one where you're on the hobbity horse. I can never get the rhythm down on that.
Dude, still you got to move your body with it.
Okay.
A lot, like I know a lot of gamers are against that, but there are some of those mini games where if you don't move your body with it, you can't really get the rhythm down.
Okay.
So when you're doing, you got to imagine you're actually like rocking on the horse. Okay. And just move your body.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Also, Mario Golf. I'm big on.
Okay. Oh, on the minigame?
No. Well, no, just in general. The
Okay.
Mario Golf.
Because there is a golf.
There is a golf minigame, and I thought I would be better at it, but the controls are completely different than Mario Golf.
Oh, okay.
And it took me a while to figure it out. But I do dominate in that now.
That's what's up.
No, my number one game is the one where, you know, the enemy that's like a stack of balls?
Mm-hmm.
And you're at the bottom with a mallet.
You're just like popping it out. Yeah.
And I fucking annihilated that.
Anything
button mashing where it's like similar to jerking off.
Yeah.
I will fucking destroy.
I'm like my button mashing is anything that's similar to the bonus levels of Mortal Kombat where you had to like break shit.
Oh yeah.
That's my button
super
mashing.
sick.
Yeah.
Super. I love that. You for your family and like me and my chick. It's the simple thing. It's literally Mario.
Yeah.
And it's a great night. It's so like I remember wanting to go out, think I'm going to go out every night.
Mm-hmm.
Now all I want is the night off to stay home and play Mario with my wife.
Dude, it's the best. And it's like I try to play other games with the kids, but like they have Super Smash Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I can't follow it.
My wife can't either. She says that it moves too fast.
Yeah, and I'm like, my kids will like consistently destroy me. And after the game, I'm like, you're not actually good at the game. You're just like better at managing the chaos. Like
Yeah.
I'm freaking out because I'm old. You know, you're just like okay with all the crazy shit that's going on. Like if I was if I didn't come from like the Mortal Kombat era,
Yeah.
then I would be able to play that fighting game.
Le está gustando mi podcast. Hey, do you know what that means? I do, thanks to our new friends at Babbel. Recently, I've been learning to speak Spanish with Babbel, and you can too, because with Babbel, you can start speaking a new language in just 3 weeks. Babbel is the second best way to learn a language. The first way is immersion, by living among people that speak it. However, with Babbel, you can start speaking a new language very quickly. 1 in 5 Americans actually have learn a new language on their bucket list. You can achieve just that. So if you're going to travel soon and you want to learn the language, a great thing to do is try out Babbel. Why Babbel? Because it works. Instead of paying hundreds of dollars for a private tutor or fooling yourself with language apps that are a little more than games, Babbel has quick 10-minute lessons that are designed by over 150 language experts to help you start speaking a new language in as little as 3 weeks. Babbel is designed for real conversations. All of Babbel's tips and tools for learning a new language are approachable, accessible, rooted in real-life situations, and delivered with conversation-based teaching. So here's a special limited time deal for our listeners to get you started right now. You can get 55% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/guys. So you can get 55% off babbel.com/guys. Once again, babbel.com/guys. Rules and restrictions may apply. Make people know that you're a worldly, intelligent person and try out a new language with our new friends at Babbel. Did you see Jean-Claude Van Damme is in the new Mortal Kombat?
No.
So he was supposed to be Johnny Cage.
Yeah, for sure.
In fact, I actually just watched a thing with Ed Boon. He did Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat was pitched as Jean-Claude Van Damme the game. And it was supposed to be Bloodsport as a game.
Wow.
But then he didn't want to do it, so they made Johnny Cage. But in this new one, MK1, because it reboots the timeline.
Yeah.
One of the skins you can get for Johnny Cage is just young Jean-Claude Van Damme, and he voiced it.
Okay.
And do you want to bring it up, Jorge? It's pretty sick, dude. Like,
yeah,
if they start bringing it, because the last game had Terminator and Rambo, I could see if they like bring in Seagal, Chuck Norris, they could do an. Yep, here it is.
Yeah.
Capture your final act.
That makes sense with the split punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily his worst ever decision.
Why'd you go rogue? I could have made you a star.
Isn't that so cool?
Yeah.
You can pause it. Because I thought they were going to make a horror game for a while because they were bringing in every Mortal Kombat was like a new horror character.
Yeah.
And I still want that game. But I think now an Expendables style fighting game.
Ooh.
They got Stallone, I mean everybody.
Dude, Rambo, what was Arnold Schwarzenegger's name in The Predator?
Oh, I don't remember. He was Terminator in the game. They had Terminator in the last one, but then if you got Terminator, Jax had a skin that was Carl Weathers
Action Jackson
in Predator.
In Predator.
Yeah.
You remember Action Jackson?
Yeah.
Though? That's what I was. As soon as we were starting to think of those action stars from like the '80s, dude, Carl Weathers was the man. Like, what happened to him?
I mean, he had a good run, right?
Yeah, I thought so.
Couple good years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love it would be so silly. And those games are like fucking solid. The last few Mortal Kombat's, I'm trying to think, the bonus characters they announced are, and of course, because DLC takes forever, but it's Peacemaker, so John Cena.
Yeah.
Homelander, which I don't know really.
Yeah, he's from that superhero show. Right?
Something else, something I don't know.
Yeah.
The boys.
Yes, thank you. And there was somebody else I can't remember, but it looks pretty solid.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, and then I'm a big Mortal Kombat mark. That really those make more than Street Fighter, more than Tekken. I always loved Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat's the best, and like for me, there's nothing better than the first Mortal Kombat on Sega. I still will play that.
I liked 4 a lot. The first one that went 3D.
Yeah.
And you could you had like a round thing, and you had that's the first one where you had the big weapons. Mm-hmm. That one was really fun.
I had to, honestly I had to tap because it was like I couldn't handle the Tekken 3D. Mm-hmm. So when Mortal Kombat went 3D, I feel like they left.
Who are your picks?
So I'm a Scorpion Sub-Zero guy, but when I get in rhythm, when I'm back to being good at the game, I like to get in my opponent's head, so I go random.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like I'm lucky.
Yeah.
So like it fucks with my opponent. So yeah, I'm a random guy.
I'm a Baraka guy. Right? Now I feel like I very few people. I like Baraka. I'm always gonna have a Sub-Zero soft spot.
Mm-hmm.
Baraka, Shang Tsung,
Yeah.
Shao Kahn, if Shao Kahn's available.
Yeah.
Love the big heavy hitters. And there's another one Reptile.
Okay. Yo, Baraka's the only one that will make me regret my random pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if somebody's Baraka, I have to be either Sub-Zero or Scorpion.
Okay.
Like I can't, you can't, Baraka, he's like,
Because he's got the distance.
yeah, he catches you in the air. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And it's like, I can't be having that. I need to be able to just bring you over to me or freeze you.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is what a nerd I've become. I will watch the Mortal Kombat cutscenes edited together as a movie. Because I'm that interested in the story.
Yeah.
Because I care. Like, I've been watching these characters since I'm, fucking 6?
Yeah, I was about to say, for me, it was probably around 12.
Yeah, I think I'm I've got to be maybe 8.
Yeah. So how
What year did the first Mortal Kombat come out, Jorge? I was born in 87.
Yeah. I was going to say 92-ish.
That sounds about right.
October 92.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
So I was fucking 5. I've been following these people.
I was just 12. I turned 12 in June that year. And then, every year. But
Yeah.
That was my shit. That was like my whole, I remember it was like, I was 12 and me and my peer group were about to go into puberty. And for me, it was like, I'm never hitting puberty. This is it for me for the rest of my life. It's Mortal Kombat.
And you had Genesis, right? Mm-hmm. Did you have Eternal Champions?
Don't even get me
Hell
started
yeah,
on Eternal
dude.
Champions. You kidding me? Larson, like one of the smoothest characters ever in a video game. Trident, those were my two guys. Larson and Trident.
Cool, yeah.
I played the Magician sometimes too.
I think that's who I played as.
Yeah.
I always play, usually, so if I'm playing Street Fighter, it'll be Zangief for Blanca. Mm-hmm. I usually connect with, whatever the big slow dude is.
Gotcha.
That's how I like to play.
Yeah, there's some people that...
If I'm even in, a fucking fantasy game, I'm always, an orc.
Yeah.
Or something with a big hammer. I'm not a stealth guy.
Okay.
I can never even, I'm playing the Texas Chainsaw game now, and it's so not my wheelhouse to, hide.
Yeah.
Or I always just if I'm playing fucking Skyrim, I'm just running to the village and be like, who wants to fight? So the whole idea of hiding and being stealthy is fucking weird to me.
Okay.
And I'm getting annihilated in this Texas Chainsaw game, dude. The people are eating me alive. Dude, I fucked up the game so bad yesterday.
I don't even know how the game works.
Oh, dude, it's like whatchamacallit. Did you see the Friday the 13th game?
No.
So the way the game works is you can either play as the killers or the victims.
Sick.
You're in the Texas Chainsaw House. You start in the basement, and you have to get out. And there's like 3 different ways to get out.
Yeah.
There's a gate. There's the front entrance. There's the gravel driveway that goes to the road, and then there's like a gate you can unlock. And there's 4 victims and I think 3 family members.
Yeah.
And it's essentially hiding, and they can see you through sonar if you move too much. Like, because they have the grandpa is like tells them where you are.
Yeah. I would want to be the grandpa. I'd play the grandpa.
No, you can't play. Grandpa doesn't move.
But that's
move
what I
the
want to
chair.
play. I want to play the people that warn you about shit.
And I stink at it.
Yeah.
I have no skills for these kind of games, and the best thing is to work together. Like, you play online, basically. You can only play online.
Okay.
And I play as the victims. I don't like playing as killers that much. It's not that much fun for me. But basically, you find each other in the basement, and then you all work together to get out. And I found everybody. It was all 4 of us. We get out of the basement. We're outside of the house, figuring our way out. And then the killers found me, and I panicked, and I ran in the direction of the other 3 survivors. So not only did I get myself killed, I revealed every other player in the game to the killers and got them all killed.
I'm not getting killed by
They
myself.
must have been so mad. Because sometimes they have mics on. I get cursed out so hard on the mic.
Yeah.
By like ghetto teenagers scream at me for how bad I am at this game.
Yeah.
And I must have. I mean, these kids were. It was almost like we were speed running the game. We were doing so good, and I fucked it up for everybody.
What'd they say?
They were cursing, telling me I was a fucking idiot. Don't come this way, motherfucker.
Yeah.
They were so mad at me.
Man, that's wild.
It's a good game. It's free on well, not free, but if you have Game Pass,
okay,
it comes with it, or you can download it. And I love it. It's a little glitchy still, but I think it's and it sounds and looks just like the first movie. Like the soundscape of it sounds just like Texas Chainsaw. Like, I fucking love it.
Yeah, when my wife and I were moving to Texas is when the Jessica Biel one came out, and we drove down there in a U-Haul. We hooked our car up to it. We stopped in Louisiana. It was fucking terrifying, you know. And then we went to Texas, and we were staying in this like backwoods hotel because it was like the cheapest thing that we could find. We decided to like hop in our car and go see Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I swear to God, we were in like the same type of neighborhood, our hotel, and that was the last horror film I had ever watched.
Really?
Yeah, I could not handle life afterwards. You know, it was just like everything. I just felt like I was going to die. It felt too real for me. Every house that I saw looked like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house. I was done.
I went through it last weekend in Florida. Obviously, you don't watch horror movies. There's a movie, Barbarian, that came out last year. That's awesome. It's Justin Long stays at an Airbnb at Type Sitch, and he goes in the basement, and there's an extra door. And then you find out there's like tunnels and shit under the house, and etc.
First of all, I mean, I'm pretty sure the person who is renting the Airbnb probably has on their list of rules, don't go in that extra door. There's so many rules at Airbnbs.
Well, so what happens is he rents the apartment. He like rents it to live there, and then a girl shows up to Airbnb it, and they can't figure out what happened.
Yeah.
Because they're both supposed to stay there. She goes exploring, and he goes back for her. Like an idiot. But, so I was at a comedy condo, and it was a 2-bedroom, and I was the only one there, and it was a duplex. And I made it through the first day, great. And at some point during the second day, I'm just like, you know, shitting naked with the bathroom door open, and I'm thinking, I don't know who else has a key to this house.
Yeah.
Anyone, anytime.
Yeah.
I have no clue if there's a back door here. I have no idea if someone has a copy of the key. I have no idea if people have been casing this place, realizing it's empty during the week because it's where the comedians stay during the weekends.
Yeah.
And they think it's an abandoned house. And I went, yeah, I should probably lock the door. I should probably lock the bedroom door at night because I've just been, no covers, in my underwear, just dead asleep. The easiest victim of all time, filled with Wawa sandwiches and iced tea.
Okay, so I have the most retarded move in hotel rooms. In hotel rooms where your room has a door to the next room. Mm-hmm. So I take the trash can, I turn it upside down, and I put it like right at the edge of the door. And in my mind, what's going to happen is if somebody opens up my door from the other side, I'll hear the trash can, like the bag scraping against the carpet. That's my early warning sign in case somebody's coming in to murder me.
This smoke break is brought to you by YoDelta.com, the official Getting High sponsor of the Gas Digital Network.
Did I tell you what happened to me when we did Uncle Vinny's a couple years ago?
No.
So we did Uncle Vinny's, and it's down the shore.
Yeah.
And it was over the winter. And Uncle Vinny's is just far enough from me that I would spend a little bit more going back and forth than I would just finding a cheap place to stay.
Yeah.
And I like a good haggle.
Yeah.
So I called motels in the area and said, hey, listen, I need to stay for like 5 days. Is there any way I could get a discount? And they're all like, no. But then I realized it's down the shore during the winter. They don't have a lot of opportunities, right? So then I finally called. I was like, hey, I'm a comedian in the air. And then I like to throw in a lie. So I'm always like, I'm going to be back like every month.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for a place to kind of get a deal with. And this one guy picks up motel and he's like, oh, I love comedy. Are you going to be at the comedy club, et cetera, right? So I'm like, yeah, I'll get you a ticket. The whole, I schmooze him. And I wind up talking him down to like a really good price. And me and Fega split a room. And we get there and we quickly realize we are the only people in this motel.
Yeah.
Except maybe 2 people all the way at the other end who definitely live in that motel, right?
Yeah.
So we're hanging out for a day or two, and then Chris goes back home to see his chick, and I stay by myself one night. And it's like 3 a.m. I'm sitting in my underwear, eating a sandwich, as one does.
Of course.
I don't think I was doing drugs, but, drugs were present.
Yeah.
And but it was sandwich time, not drug time.
For sure.
And I separate those
You got to
things.
compartmentalize.
And dude, somebody tried my door at 2, 3 a.m. Goes to open my door, and I have never moved so fast in my life.
Yeah.
Pop up, open the curtain, and I just see somebody run.
Oh no.
And I realize, fuck, that was an attempted robbery.
Yeah.
And now I'm alone. I slept in the chair. I moved the comfy chair they had in the hotel in front of the door.
For sure.
With my feet touching it. And slept like this in case somebody opened the door, they would knock my feet and knock me awake.
Zach, that is brilliant. That is like the best idea I've ever heard. I might start doing that.
Because I was like, well, and then the second Faggot got there, I was like, hey, I need to go to sleep in the bed for a few hours.
Yeah.
Because I've been in a chair for 12 hours, freaking the fuck out.
That type of stuff scares the fuck out of me. Like that is like
Home invasion is probably, so I can watch any kind of horror movie.
Yeah.
Home invasion, like Funny Games, The Strangers, any movie where it's regular people breaking into a house and torturing people or robbing them or like anything like that scares the fucking shit out of me. Because all I think is that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, and you got to think about what type of person is the person that's home invading.
Yeah.
Like, I could never be a home. I'm like too polite. Like I would like break into somebody's house and be like, should I take my shoes off?
Yeah.
Like how to, what are the house rules here? So yeah, if somebody's breaking into my house, it's just like they're prepared to die more than I am right now.
Yeah. I always think, like, I know everybody, we used to talk on the show all the time about wanting to have house weapons, and I have my hidden knives and shit. But I think, like, what are the chances I'm getting to it?
Yeah, I like in my ultimate fantasy, like our house weapons would be, in the walls.
Your fucking chick is the house weapon.
She is, but it's like she's also a white chick, so she's probably going to be murdered so quickly.
Yeah,
it's
what they're great at.
Yeah, exactly.
It's their biggest talent.
It's like, as soon as somebody breaks into the house, she falls down. It's just like, what are you doing? Yeah, I would love to be able to like punch into like the wall and grab something out of it.
Oh, that would be sick,
dude. How? Because like that would fuck up a home invader's head. They're leaving. Like they're not going to continue their home invasion. They're just going to be wondering what the fuck did I stumble into? So that's my.
I have my sword now. But it's too cumbersome. I don't think I could actually hurt somebody with it because I'm too weak.
Yeah.
Because shout out Gordian Keat Forge on Instagram made me a big fucking. The Legion of Skanks has one too. But the thing is so fucking heavy and cumbersome. I think like I would go to pick it up and the guy would just pop me 3 times in the face in the time that it took me to lift it and swing it at him.
Yeah, my fear is that like my wall weapon situation is also, I have like a snack fantasy for that as well. So like I would be afraid like if somebody broke into my house and like punch into the wall and pull out a pack of peanut butter crackers. That's like, okay, you got me. Although that still might fuck you up.
Yeah.
Like if I walk
and you just start eating peanut butter crackers.
You're late. I've been expecting you.
All right, let's do 1 or 2 more stories before we get out of here. What else did I bring up, Jorge? Okay. Bring up this Guardian story. That's very interesting to me. A new start. After 60, I spent 40 years hiding that I was gay. Then my husband's dementia wiped away my fear. Tell us a little about it, Jorge.
So on this one, longtime lovers of, the gay variety.
Yeah. Lifetime partners. And then, hold on, I didn't get that far into the article. So basically, the one didn't admit that he was in a gay relationship for 40 years. They were just roommates?
Essentially.
And then the other one got dementia, and he decided to come out of the closet. We live in a day and age, though, like, I remember being a little kid.
Yeah.
And my grandparents had a friend named Billy. Mm-hmm. And Billy had a roommate. Mm. And I always, even when I was little, I understood without understanding that Billy and his roommate were like not, normal's not the right word.
Well, back then it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that there was something different about them. Mm-hmm. And in the tone people spoke and shit like that.
Yeah.
And, I think a lot of old school families had that mentality, oh, he lives with his roommate. Oh, that's my aunt. She lives with her college roommate still. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's a confirmed bachelor.
Yeah.
He's still looking for the right lady.
Yeah. Our family was a little different. We were like, Uncle Larry gay as fuck. Uncle Larry moved to San Francisco to suck dick. Which is true, by the way.
That's where you go.
Yeah, he moved to San Francisco to suck dick. And then he moved back home and lived with me at my not me. I was living with my grandma at the time. He moved back home when he contracted HIV.
Yep.
Yeah. It was like, all right, time to take a knee.
Yeah.
Not to suck dick, Uncle Larry.
Yeah. Not both of them.
Yeah.
One knee, Larry.
One knee.
Larry, what did we tell you? Look at the mess you got yourself in. All right? Yeah. Listen, don't come near me, Larry. I'll give you the fucking sniffles.
Dude. So when he moved with us, there like a nurse has to come in and explain to the family like all of the things that are like what am I trying to think? The things that are not true about HIV.
Yes.
And like the things that you do have to worry about. And I remember her really emphasizing a lot of people are really terrified of sharing silverware with people with HIV. And at that time, that wasn't even on my radar. And once she said that, it was like, oh, fuck. Like, what if he pokes himself with a fork and then I poke myself with the fork? And then, like, the blood mixes. And it's just like, I have never known a single human being to poke themselves with a fork while eating.
Not once.
It's just never happened. Like, I gave my kids like utensils like forks and butter knives as soon as they could grip, and none of them.
The only way you get AIDS from a fork is if you guys share a piece of cake after he fucked you in the ass without a condom. I have to give credit where credit's due to that. That's, are you familiar with Mike DiStefano?
I know him.
He's the logo for the stand.
Okay.
So Mike was a drug counselor, and Mike had HIV. Didn't talk about it on stage, really. He did a one-man show about his partner dying of it.
Okay.
But he talked about he would go to schools and talk about HIV. And he said that the kids were always pretty cool, and the parents had the dumbest questions ever. Like he said, and I don't want to just do his bit, but I'm going to do it because it's funny to me. He said he was talking, and a mom was like, "Can you get AIDS from your dentist?" He goes, "Yeah, if he fucks you without a condom." And then another one went, "Can you get AIDS from opening a bloody doorknob?" And he goes, "First of all, what's happening in your life that the doorknobs are bloody?"
Yeah.
Second of all, yes, you can. If you bend over, open your asshole, and repeatedly shove the doorknob up your ass without a condom.
Yeah. And you still might have to have somebody fuck you in the ass.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a bloody doorknob might not do it for you.
That when Dave Smith went in for an AIDS test when we were young. I mean, I'm much younger than them, but we were all baby comics still. And I remember he was getting an AIDS test, and the doctor went, "You straight?" Dave's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Use needle drugs?" And Dave goes, "Never." He goes, "Nah, you don't have it."
That's the AIDS test.
Yeah.
It's verbal.
Yeah, you don't use needles? No. Gay sex? No. I mean, what are the chances? Come on.
Yeah.
I have one friend who has HIV from the saddest possible blood transfusion. It's a great. My friend Sean has a great book called My Pet Virus.
Yeah.
And he was a hemophiliac. And when he was like 10 years old, he got a blood transfusion with AIDS in it.
Dude, that is the least fun way to get AIDS.
Now, I will say, his Make-A-Wish, he met Depeche Mode.
Oh.
Pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
They gave him till 18. Still kicking at 40, baby.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, check out that book, My Pet Virus. I can't remember Sean's last name at the moment, but he wound up marrying Miss Virginia.
Yeah.
Because her platform was AIDS awareness. And they started doing speaking engagements together and wound up getting married.
Yeah.
So not only he got AIDS at 10 and parlayed AIDS into marrying a beauty queen.
Sean Decker?
Yeah, Sean Decker. Thank you. That's the book. It's fucking really, really good. And he's a very, very talented synth pop musician.
That's pretty sick, man. Like, blood transfusion is probably like the least common way to get AIDS, but the most potent way to get AIDS.
Yeah. No, you got injected with AIDS blood.
There's no more AIDSy way to get AIDS.
It's a pretty, yeah. I cut a scene from one of my first movies where somebody got forced to drink a vial of Magic Johnson's blood. Oh, what a silly. We did wind up putting a Magic Johnson joke in the new movie, though. There's a scene towards the end where a character just throws a basketball off screen, and we added in a pickup shot that said Magic Johnson blood drive, and with a basketball hoop, and you see the ball go in it. So I'm glad we got that joke in eventually.
That's fun.
All right, guys, we're going to call it there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to Jorge for letting us do a sick little short episode today. Thank you to my friend Sidney Gantt for rolling with the punches.
Yeah, thank you.
On behalf of myself, everyone here at Gas, and Inon Fidance, this is Zac Amico saying, bye, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Robert Levy.